Welcome to Reading and Writing Between the Lines, a podcast series about communication skills in the workplace. I'm your host, John Witzman. Join me as I speak with industry professionals and Conestoga faculty and alumni to explore their journeys with reading and writing skills. Follow us as we talk about how communications learning has changed over the years, how these skills are used in a wide range of industries, and the future of workplace communications.
Yeah, I think it's always a struggle when you first start and you're new to it. And I was never, I would say that was never a skill that I've perfected by any means. I always felt like I not struggled, but I could always improve or do better, even in school, writing notes like in class and then trying to figure out what it all meant, you know, sometimes was not my strength. Right. So but it just takes time, and you just got to keep at it and keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And you'll find your way. And even like writing reports, everybody's got a style, right? You know, that they usually end up finding, like, and the more repetitive it can be, sometimes it's a matter of like, I have a report that I constantly use because I like the format. I like how it's laid out. I can make sure that I get all the information out accurately. So it's like always going to be like A, B, C, D, E, right? And it's always laid out a certain way every time. That way I don't forget things, right? And there's often been times that I've written notes in my notebook and then look back on it and then like, I have no idea. And the more separation there is from the event to the notes to the actual report writing, the harder it becomes,
Absolutely.
right? So the advice that I usually give is you know, make notes as quickly as you can after getting the information. And then as soon as you can get to the office in our world, as soon as you can get to the office and then write the report while it's still fresh in your memory and you can still remember like writing the notes and why you wrote the notes and why you wrote them the way you wrote them, right? The easier it is to write that report then.
And that marks the end of another episode of Reading and Writing Between the Lines, a podcast hosted by me, John Witzman, on behalf of the Communications Department and School of Interdisciplinary Studies at Conestoga College. You can find other episodes of this series on our YouTube channel, Reading and Writing Between the Lines. Stay tuned for more episodes. Thanks for listening.